set right there inside your body, and you're trying to figure out why you can't get what it is you want in life, because you're not being honest with who you are. Remember who you are. Start loving yourself. That's going to allow you to give what you have. If you have love, you give love. If you give anything less than love, that's what you have. If I'm being ugly, if I'm being mean, then I am ugly, then I am mean. If I'm being hurtful, then I am hurtful. I'm hurting. You only give what you have. You have to, really hit this home inside your mind. It doesn't matter the situation. Your credit score drops. People will put character on themselves because their credit score is no, that does not define who you are. Because you have so much money in your bank account, that does not define who you are. They say America would say otherwise. No, you think these things. Start thinking about using love first before you deal with these situations where people are like hurting themselves. Here's the trick. So you go on a date. You meet the guy, or you meet the girl, you go out, whatever the case may be. And I used this example recently. And you sit down with the other person, and the waitress comes up. And the waitress does something or says something, messes up your order, whatever the case may be. And the person you're on a date with just goes smooth off, right? And just like, you stupid this, you stupid that. For those who have, been in this situation, I'm using experience of things of people that have been in my life and have told me their stories. And they're like, I didn't make the food. I made a mistake. I wasn't trying. I didn't wake up this morning to piss you off, right? And yet we judge these people as if they set out to cause harm to us. And that's not the case. So take the time and ask me, hey, is everything all right? Are we moving too fast? Are we speaking too fast? Is there anything that we can do to help you to make this transition a little bit easier? But that's not what happens. So you're nasty and you're being ugly. And now the person across from you is looking at you, and then they're like, they're like, oh, I didn't expect you to treat the waitress or the waiter like that. And so the waitress or waiter walks away. And then, your date looks back at you. So anyway, so hey, they start talking to you again, like, so, how's your date going? And you're looking at them like, no, you didn't have to treat them like that. They're like, oh, that dumb such and such, And I've seen this constantly and over, and I'm sitting here like, why? Oh, by the way, the person behind you hears the commotion that's going on with the waitress. And so the waitress goes to the next table. Then the other person, here's the other table. And I've done this before. It's like, hey, how's your day going? Like, it's pretty rough. And I say, hey, hopefully, I can make it a little better. I'll laugh or tell a corny joke or whatever, something just to kind of change their psyche, because they don't, in my opinion, deserve that type of reality when you can help people see better worlds. How? Use love first. You can do this with your children, your husband, your wife. There are people who are in situations that are deep, long-term relationships and still suffering because they're not being open about what it is they want in their own bedroom, or they're not being open about what it is that they want for a business, or they're not being open what it is that they want, how to raise their children. And so you have these constant conflicts, but you can avoid all that 100% if you love yourself and understand that people who love you support you. Support does not mean agree. Support means that I'm willing to sit and listen to what it is you're saying long enough just to get a perspective that maybe because I love you, you have something to offer. And so let's see what you got. What's on your mind? People who dismiss you or don't make time for you or make you feel inadequate, regardless if it's a narcissist or somebody who has depression, and people think those are two things. It's something that's going on inside the mind. And so this is how I clarify the situation. When that date is over, if that guy was to talk to that girl, let's just say hypothetically and go with it, she's going to feel like that's something that she's probably wanting more in her life versus somebody that's treating other people with ill intent. When all that guy or girl who was crossing them they were on a date with had to show us a little compassion, a little kindness. Use love first. If you're in a relationship and you're in a narcissistic relationship and you're not getting your desires met, you got to realize and ask yourself, why are you in the relationship in the first place? There was something that you wanted that he or she started to give you. Do not feel bad for having your desires met, but start speaking up for yourself. If somebody's doing something and you don't like it, you do not have to deal with it. It's your life. You do not have to stick around. And so my whole concept is that you can love a narcissist, but the distance, social distancing, the distance in which you love that individual allows you to play the best role possible. The closer you get to a person, the more chance that you have to hurt that person, but they have to allow you to get closer to them. The same with you. You have to allow me to get closer to you. The closer I get to you, the more vulnerable we become, the more we get to learn and see about each other. If you get close to me and I'm giving you all this stuff about me and I'm saying all these other different things about me and I don't love myself, I'm going to allow you to dictate my character and change my virtue of who I am as a man. You do not have to do that. You can say, I do not agree with your view. I do not think that what you're saying fits my life. And so I no longer what to do with this. Even if their reaction is like, oh, well, screw you, you ain't nothing. I knew you was going to do this anyway. I usually say things in the nature where, thank you for proving who you are. Because in a mature mindset, I'm going to amicably make sure that we can walk away just as well as we came together. That's how you can prevent men ain't nothing, women ain't nothing attitudes. Because we came into this relationship together, we can end it together, and it does not have to be nasty. And so you start still using love. You're just using it at a different distance. And we say those different, we say those little different things. I love them as far as I can throw them, right? I don't trust them as far as I can see them, right? We're saying the codes to how we should be towards people, but we are not using. It's the soap we need to cleanse our mind. It's the soap we need to cleanse our bodies. It's the soap we need to make sure that that distancing that we have with people is used in a proper fashion to ensure that we have the right people playing their roles. It doesn't matter the type of relationship I'm in. I can always and will always choose to use love first. You do not have to use anything less. They're going to judge you anyway. People are going to be like, I would never do that. F that, screw this, whatever the case may be. And then people who do use it, they'll be like, no, man, you weak, you soft, you treat people like this. They're going to always screw over you. No, because these are the same people that's calling me back. Hi, how you been? I miss you. I love you. Thank you for what you've taught me. Thank you for helping me and my husband, helping me and my children. Thank you for helping me personally. And that's from only using love first. I don't think you're going to get that when you're being ugly to people. Start using self-reflection on what it means for you to use love first. Love yourself. You only give what you have. If I have love, I give love. And then it's abundance. It's never ending. It's constant. It's constant. It's constant. Don't feel like that the world in any place that you're in has to change you. Trust who you are. Remember who you are. The people that love you, pay attention to them, not the ones that leave the negative comments, not the ones that are being nasty, not the ones that are telling you that you're not going to be anything. And I'm sorry, I grew up where, my parents were telling me I wasn't going to be anything. Horrible story, right? But we're going to get to that at another time. I want you please to try to focus on using love first. Right? Yes, the shirts are for sale. Hit me up if you want one. I'll give you the pricing and everything, depending on how many you want and things of that nature. Please like, subscribe, share, support. The whole purpose of this, once again, is to bring awareness through abuse in every fashion. And one of the biggest things that I'm learning is that we abuse ourselves the most. Love yourself. You're not going to abuse anybody. You start admitting your desires. You find people who want to reach for your desires as well. You create that community. You have that network and you start growing. And each person can do that. And you start having that network and it starts healing the world. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. We can do this, y'all. We really can, right? Use love first. Always use love first. All right. Thanks for listening. I hope y'all have a good day. That's a little, I like thunderstorms. All right. All right. Y'all take care. Bye.